We have already informed and guided all the labs that by default they have to sandblast all the graphene processes. Okay, by default they are going to sandblast it. So it's not going to be compulsory for you to sandblast in your clinic, but if you have chairside sandblaster, it's well and good. In other cases where you are using it as a cement retent prosthesis over implant, then you will need it. Otherwise, labs are going to sandblast it by default.
Yes. Unfortunately, it cannot substitute sandblasting. You can use it instead of alcohol, right? So Ivoclean will work definitely. It's a cleansing agent for zirconia, even glass ceramics. It will work to clean and remove any debris, but it cannot substitute for sandblasting. So has to be done. Sandblasting has to be done.
There is one cheaper solution, doctor. Aesthetics dental solution from Hyderabad. Dr. Pratik Gupta is the owner. He has come out with the chair-side sandblaster, which is very reasonable, almost 18 to 19,000 rupees. And they also give you sand size of 50 microns, so you can use it chair-side.
I mean, other sandblaster like BioArt and all are even more cheaper. And of course, you have something like everything in life. You have something Chinese, but we will not go there. But you have BioArt sandblasters. You have various other. Aesthetics is an excellent one. If you can get hold of that, that will be really good.
Everything can be Chinese except wife, huh? So I just will put up 2 points where I give lifetime guarantee to all my patients. Is my clinic is 100% guarantee free clinic. I never give guarantee on anything. Let it be anything. My lab will give me card and all. I never give that card to my clinic, my patient. The moment I say guarantee, I am putting first seed of conflict between patient and me. At one point, it's going to happen. So I always tell my patients, if you are 99-year-old, I will give you lifetime guarantee. Or if you take this prosthesis and keep in showcase, lifetime guarantee. In your mouth,
Or
I
no
cannot give
opposing
you
tooth.
lifetime
Or
guarantee.
no opposing tooth
Yeah.
lifetime
Have you
guarantee.
ever heard cardiologist saying, okay, heart surgery ki abhi lifetime shock attack nahi aayega? It's not going to happen. I can't, yeah, 2 week mein aaya tha. I can't give guarantee when I am putting material in patient's mouth. What he eats, how he eats, whether he smokes throughout day or not, what is going to happen with his body in future, systemic conditions which will have impact in oral cavity. I am really not aware about it. So I can't give guarantee warranty. So that's why in 2 situations only I give guarantee, otherwise no guarantee.
Say, good evening, everyone. On the note of this guarantee and warranty thing, we should all understand that if you buy an expensive car, like how much does a car cost? It can range up to 4 lakhs to all the way to 1 crore rupees. How many years guarantee or warranty they give you? A year? 2 years? And we're all okay with it. Why is it that you spend 5,000 rupees on a crown or 10,000 rupees on a crown and expect it to last forever? God-given teeth didn't last forever. Who are we to give lifetime body changes? That we should all understand. A very basic thing. Okay, so I'm Dr. Akash Chakravarti, oral and maxillofacial from Hyderabad. Always a pleasure to come to Mumbai because here it's very vibrant. In Mumbai, I noticed one thing, that the older people get, the more active they become. I don't understand why. Because in Hyderabad, the older they get, they're like, okay, how much should I practice? Yeah, I am done. But here, I see like we have many seniors of the industry coming here on a Sunday evening. Usually, everyone wants to settle down and chill, have a beer. But this is wonderful. This is wonderful. That's
But we don't have beer, let me clear it.
yeah, but my dad always says, my dad is like what, 58 or something now, and he's still strong, clinician, strong going, and he says that this is what is wrong with Indian government. At 58, government retires people. This is when you gain all the knowledge, you're very confident, you have all the experience, and then you get retired. Okay, so anyways, okay, 2018 was the year that Dr. Ramizas texted me about one material. He says graphene is in it. I know about graphene because I'm a little bit of tech enthusiast and I know graphene, its wonder properties and all. And human evolution has gone through many ages. Okay, we had the Stone Age, where we used a lot of stones and we did good with stones. Then came the Bronze Age, because we used a lot of bronze. And then came the Iron Age. We discovered iron and then we started using iron. And then now came the Industrial Age. And now we are stepping into what is called a Graphene Age. Okay, people who discovered graphene got Nobel Prizes. Last time we heard about it, people who discovered penicillin and all got Nobel Prizes. It's that valuable. Simply they don't give away Nobel Prizes. So this material, now you can ask me, it's a one atom layer thing. What are they saying? It is like very strong, so strong. What is this? No, you should understand something. You always have this, you heard this notion that a spider web is as strong as steel. How is it possible? You can clearly do this to a spider web and it cracks. The material science doesn't work that way. They mean that you take a strand of spider web and a steel strand which is as thin as spider web, both of them you compare. You don't compare your steel grill and your spider web. Doesn't work that way. Okay, so you should understand how to compare different things. So, yeah, so 2018, Ramesh texted me saying that this material, sir, it can be used in veneers, it can be used in bridges, it can be used in implant bridges, it can be used as a pontic, it can be used as, I was like, kya baat kar rahe ho? What is this? And monolithic, no need of layering, no need of post-processing, can be processed by a dry milling machine. I'm like, wonderful. Wait, how do we get to know about this material? Where is it? Sir, it is in Spain. We have to go to IDS. 2019, we booked our tickets. We went to IDS. We met them over there. We saw the material. It was wonderful. But it was like, we were also skeptical. Yeah? I was like, what the hell? They are not even anywhere close to dentistry. They are nowhere close to dentistry. They are claiming to come into dental industry. They are saying this is the best product. So then we came back from Germany and then we booked a flight again and we went to their company directly this time. So to understand really what they are doing. So we understood that, see, when the guy who discovered graphene, you know how he discovered graphene, how he made graphene? He took a graphite. It's actually very funny, okay? He got a Nobel Prize for this. He took a graphite, he put sellotape on it and he stripped it. That's one cell layer of graphene. So that is how he made graphene. So he got a Nobel Prize for it. But you can't do that for a commercial process, right? You can't take chick, you can't be doing like that. So this company called Graphenano in Spain, they debunked the commercial manufacturing of graphene. So how to produce graphene commercially. They didn't make graphene for the first time. They just debunked it, how to commercially and viably manufacture graphene. So they formed 12 companies, Graphenano batteries, Graphenano chemicals, Graphenano that, Graphenano this. Niche one is Graphenano dental is there in that. So they hired one technician in Spain, very good technician, his name is Jesus, and they made him the CEO of that company. And they took 8 years to perfect this material. We don't know about this. They have been using it in University of Spain, they have been using it in Romania, they have been using it all over the countries over there, and there was 8 years of work by the time we already went and met them. And it's been like, what, 2 years since we have been using the material. So initially, even after all of this, we were also very skeptical. We were very, as Sir said, we are this generation of people with Kheda in their minds. We want to do something new. As he also said that we are the, many of them say that I need minimum 5 years of use, but who has to use it for 5 years? Somebody has to do it for 5 years, no? So we are the ones, scapegoats. So yeah, I start with this case because this is a very dear case to us as a team and as you know, for me professionally, because this is what I wanted to do. This is what I have been working on since I started my career. Many things amalgamated to do this case. Let me explain. So you have a patient, edentulous lower jaw. That was her X-ray. We removed the teeth, gave her a denture, and then we placed the implants Yeah, we place the implants digitally, and this is the immediate post-operative image of the patient. And these are the 5 implants placed. And we took the impression of the implants digitally with iMetric iCam, and then we converted the existing denture into a fixed denture chair side, and patient walks off with the fixed teeth on the same day. And this is not going to happen. Yeah, so overnight we designed the permanent framework, and then we mill it. I'll do it. And then we mill it, layer it, composite, and fixed it in the patient's mouth the very next day. So implants placed to permanent restoration in 24 hours. Actually, if the patient is with us only, we would have fixed it before itself. Why am I showing you this case is, why am I opening with this case is because this is what I wanted to do. Imagine the seamlessness the patient went through in the whole of the process. Patient got implants without any surgery. Patient got digital impressions without, all those open tray and all of those things. When you do open tray, you have to do the jig trial, then the jig trial fails and you have to do open tray again. This loop only you will be stuck in. And then you will have to pour models and all of that. Now there was no model port, there was no articulator involved over here. Point in case, a material which is extremely fast in processing, and you don't need layering. If I have to do layering, I have to have a articulator model and everything. Okay, so this doesn't need layering, and because of all of these properties, it enabled me to mill it digitally and give it to the patient very next day. So this was the happy patient, and these are the implants with the denture. This is what sir was mentioning, the translucency of, in the OPG, I can clearly see the screws and everything. Like, this is a boon when it comes to, when the patient walks into your operatory and you had placed a metal ceramic crown and the patient says it's paining, you take an X-ray, you so wish you were Superman, that you wanted to see inside what is there without breaking the tooth open. Once you touch that burr, that's it. You have to pay for a new crown. Yes. Like, patient is not going to pay that crown for you. So the material it enables you to see through entirely. It's a wonderful property of the material. Some would say that it is too translucent, so they're adding titanium dioxide powder to it to make it a little bit more radio opaque. So this was another case, monolithic upper and lower. This was the pre-op, upper all on 4, lower all on 5. And this was like way before when we understood, before we were working with the material, and we were not so good at working with this material. And this is another case, upper and lower all on 4. This is again with the denture in the mouth. So this case is also very special to us because this is a class 2, and this case taught us a lot about graphene. This was the upper and this is the lower, and this kept breaking over here. It's a monolithic graphene, it kept breaking over here. Any thoughts why? No, it's all good. We were very sure. Once we did, then we made sure that it was very good around it, and again it broke at the same spot. The implants are not in the occlusion table. Implants are off occlusion table. Now in these scenarios, you cannot expect any material to work. Sometimes even cobalt chromium will fracture over here. So you have to go for a metal reinforcement for such cases. So point in cases, when you're working with these materials, your case planning for anything, it is absolutely essential for us to have an implants in occlusion table. which is good for everybody actually. This case it is severe class 2, couldn't do anything about it. So this is a more recent case, upper I think 6 straight and lower 4 straight. Yeah. So this is a combination of titanium graphene that we do. We have a titanium bar, and see what is the most favorite prosthesis for all the implantologists? Hybrid acrylic. Absolutely, but we love it. Patients hate it. Okay, how many times have you had this experience where you have given a wonderful lab-made PMMA temporary and the patient never comes back to you? Because it is so good, the patient never comes back to you. Only after, if it's anterior, if it stains and all, then the patient is in your operatory saying that, doctor, it is stained. Now give me my permanent. So don't we wish that the same material, which was so loved by the patient, will last forever, will not stain, is a more permanent material? That is what this material is about. So in this patient, lowers, this is a graphene crown. And these are graphene crowns. Now if I don't tell you that they are graphene crowns, there is no way of knowing that they are actually graphene crowns. Anteriorly, I am telling you, it looks like Emax only when you place it. There is no difference. And you also get the benefit of the wonderful lightweightness of the prosthesis. This is a full-blown tilt pterygoid, 6 implants, titanium prosthesis, titanium framework, and graphene on the top of it. Full-blown prosthesis, upper, and it is only 23 grams. Had I gone monolithic, it would have been half this weight. See, weight is very important. Weight, people don't understand the value of weight. For example, I hold this bottle in my hand. I hold it for 5 minutes. I can hold it, no problem. If I hold it for an hour, I start complaining. If I hold it for a day, my hand doesn't work anymore. So weight has that thing that it compounds in your mind, and the patient is feeling something is wrong. And especially in the mandible, it's very dangerous because the more mass it has, mandible is like a hammer which is hitting the maxilla all the time, right? So force equals mass into acceleration, F equals m into a. So the more mass an object has, the more force the object can generate in the same range of motion. So that is why weight is very important. Yeah, so this was the before of the patient, and this is after of the patient. Now I'm happy with this. I don't know if the prosthetist over here will like, that, this and all, but I'm like, I'm good with this. Yeah, so this is another case where we have done guided all-on-4 again, upper and lower. And see, why am I showing you all of these cases? All of them are immediately loaded permanent prostheses. These are not delayed loading or anything, because that is the beauty of the material. See, even if I am doing titanium, I want a titanium framework so that this is immediate loading, and I want the absolute cross-arch stability, as well as, but I can't do away with shock absorption. I need shock absorption for this material, for these implants, because this is immediate loading. I cannot do a zirconia or why do we do, there are many reasons why do we have a temporary prosthesis and a permanent prosthesis. One of them is the ability of the implants to take up forces. Right? We do a PMMA, one of the reasons, not all the reasons, one of the reasons is you do PMMA because it's shock absorbing and it takes up forces, and then you give a more permanent prosthesis which is much more stronger, much more like any ceramic or zirconia or something which will transmit forces, and the implants will be capable of taking those forces by then. That is the idea. Okay. So this is the immediate post-op for this all-on-4 upper and lower, and then we take digital impressions on the same day, And because it is titanium and graphene, we take one more extra day to process the titanium and then we attach the graphene on it. This is upper and lower of that, of the same case. So this was before of the patient and this is after. So this is a quad zygoma we have done recently, and then immediately a titanium framework was milled, and this is the graphene suprastructure on the milled graphene suprastructure on the top of it, and then on the tissue surface we just add some composite and make it tissue friendly. Now hybrid acrylic, we all love the material and we hate the material because we started hating the material after 1-2 years because patient comes back with chip-offs, broken tooth, twisted, and all these things happen, but this is monolithic. Like it doesn't do all of that. Even if something happens, we can restore it clinically in the patient's mouth. So this is the final of the patient, loaded immediately. So basically in all of this, it is obviously good technology, but also great materials that are accessible to us right now.